On February 2, 2006, Anita Moorjani was admitted to a hospital in Hong Kong in the final stages of a 4-year battle with cancer. The medical records detailed a brutal biological reality: Stage 4B Hodgkin's lymphoma, with tumors the size of lemons massed from the base of her skull to her abdomen. Her physical state was one of active collapse. Her lungs were filling with fluid, her skin was weeping toxins from open lesions, and her vital organs were shutting down. Weighing just 85 pounds, Anita slipped into a deep coma. Her doctors were blunt with her family. She had less than 36 hours to live. From a clinical standpoint, her body had completely surrendered. The biological battle appeared definitively lost. Anita's life was defined by a quiet, all-consuming psychological fear long before the lymphoma took root. This terror of illness drove her to extreme lengths. She maintained a rigid organic diet and consumed daily shots of fresh wheatgrass, desperate to keep cancer at bay through sheer discipline. Despite following every biological rule and avoiding every known toxin, she still developed the very disease she spent her life trying to outrun. This anxiety extended to every corner of her life, manifesting as a constant pressure to avoid failure and a deep-seated fear of letting others down. Her illness served as the physical climax for a mind that had spent decades living as a prisoner to its own insecurities. As Anita entered the coma, her internal experience underwent a total transformation. The physical pain and constant anxiety of the previous 4 years suddenly ceased. She described a state of 360-degree awareness. She could see her family grieving at her bedside, while simultaneously hearing her doctors discussing her impending death at a nursing station 40 feet down the hall. Linear time seemed to dissolve, allowing her to perceive her past, present, and future as a single moment, where she felt greeted by the consciousness of her deceased father. By stepping outside her failing biology, she began to perceive a grander architecture of reality that had been hidden by her human limitations. From this perspective, Anita viewed the cancer as a direct projection of her internal landscape. She saw herself as a reservoir of immense power that she spent decades actively suppressing to avoid conflict or failure. By shrinking her identity to fit the expectations of others, she forced that massive internal energy to bottle up. Without an outward expression, that trapped life force turned inward, manifesting as the destructive cellular growth currently devouring her body. Her father's presence offered a choice: stay in this state of unconditional love, or return to her body and live with absolute fearlessness. Her decision to return was a total psychological reset, the choice to stop surviving in fear and finally allow her true energy to express itself. On February 3rd, Anita woke from her coma. She immediately told her stunned family that she was healed. Within days, the physical anomalies were visible to her doctors. The lemon-sized tumors softened and shrank by 70. After examining the documented medical history, his conclusion was blunt: "Lady, whichever way I look at it, you should be dead." The structural collapse of Anita's fear-based worldview appears to have served as the primary trigger for her total cellular repair. If your physical body is the manifestation of the energy you hold inside, what is your worldview doing to your health right now?